Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? What's going on, everybody? We are live. It's Wednesday night as usual, and I'm happy to be here because we got quite a few things to talk about. I am testing something new down there in the corner. You guys, or at least I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I can see your comments. Well, yes, you can because I can see it on my phone on my screen. Um, yeah, they said that I've seen people do this before. And, I feel more legit, having your comments over to the side. I feel like an actual, like, streamer. Like, it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna leave it there as long as it functions correctly, and you guys can see your comments on the screen, which is pretty cool. I did notice in my intro I need to redo my intro because I have reorganized the collection. You guys may or may not notice behind me, but I have moved some things around twice since I filmed that. So I need to redo my stream starting soon intro. I also need to do just another intro in general to the channel because I've been rocking the blue bubble intro for like 5 years now. Part of me is just like, I don't know, I get used to something and it's just hard for me to break away. And for me, it's never been about like fancy graphics and intros and logos and all that stuff. It's just this is my channel is me, and you're here for that. Everything else is just extra. But we got 107 people in here right now, and we're like what 6 minutes into the stream. That's freaking awesome. I do want to call out. We're going to be doing giveaways tonight, guys. Some exciting giveaways. Okay, so at 50 likes, I'm going to set some like goals. I will give away the home 4K digital code. Okay. Are you with me? For 100 likes, when we get to 100 likes on the stream, I'm going to give away the Night of the Living Dead 1990 4K digital code. Which I heard this like right before I went live, but apparently they're restocking these. So definitely look out for the pre-order. And I kind of anticipated that because this wasn't set at a limited amount. Like I knew that they would reprint them at some point because Sony usually does. Like even Fright Night, when that sold out, like 6 months later, it came back. But again, I don't know if that'll be 2 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, but these will be back at some point. Again, like I said in the review, don't pay like $100 to get this. Okay. Please don't. And then guys, look, if you watch my unboxing video that I did late last night, at 150 likes, okay, we're gonna do the digital code giveaway for the Nightmare on Elm Street's 4K collection, which I'll actually be able to give away this twice because I am still. It hasn't arrived yet, but I am supposed to be getting the standard edition from Warner Brothers to review, so I will have that one as well. But the way I'm going to give this away is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do a little old school. We're going to go back to doing the trivia, and you guys have to actually like message me on social media to get the code. So it'll be a little bit tougher because it's 7 movies, guys, on 4K for that one. So I don't just want to flash it up on the screen. I want to make you guys work for it a little bit. All right. But let me get into the chat. And guys, we're on the eve of my 40th birthday. I promised a 40th birthday celebration, but I'm kind of depressed about tomorrow. So I don't even want to think about it, to be honest. Okay. 40's rough. Like people prepare, like I've been prepared for this moment my entire life because everybody talks about 40, you're over the hill, all that kind of stuff. I remember going to birthday parties when I was a kid, of family members turning 40. It was always a huge deal. But for it to be on my doorstep, like it's different and it does hit you pretty hard. So I'm not thinking about it. I'm not even gonna acknowledge my birthday tomorrow. Okay. But everybody else will. That's the problem. All right, let me go up to the top. We got LFL here, 83. What's up, Ken? Happy early birthday. It's my B-Day week also. Hell yeah, man. October 2nd. That's it, guys. 1985. I was born in a great year for film, if I do say so myself. There's a lot of bangers that came out in 1985. But I should also say, like, what we're going to talk about in the stream, we're going to go over the Vinegar Syndrome announcements. We're also going to talk about the Shocktober Screen Factory sale, which went live today. And several of those are being price matched on Amazon as well. But I always recommend that you purchase from the originators of the sale. unless it's Scream Factor, then you're okay getting from Amazon. You're still buying the Scream Factor release, right? Um, and then there was a really exciting announcement like 30 minutes before I went live, or it's about an hour ago now from Umbrella, and I want to dig into that as well. I don't know why, but I'm getting stopped up at the moment. Might have to go blow my nose or something. I don't know what's going on. Am I gonna get sick again? Jeez Louise. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. Oh, we're already to 65. I guess I got to give away my first digital code. All right. Now remember, guys, if you're just coming in here, 100 likes, you'll get Night of the Living Dead 1990 code, and then 150 likes, we're going to give away the Nightmare on Elm Street collection code. But we're giving away the shittiest one first. Sorry, home. I watched this movie, I think it was last Friday night. Oh my goodness. Can you guys see that? There you go. We watched this last Friday night. It's not the worst. It's a horror movie. It's got Pete Davidson in it. It's not the worst movie in the world. I've definitely seen worse. But it's not very good either. So just know that going in. But it's not terrible. And if you had any thoughts or idea of purchasing this 4K from Lionsgate Limited, I think maybe you should watch it first, and then maybe you like it, and then you can get this edition. It's a beautiful edition. It's a nice slipcover edition. I've already unboxed this on the channel. It's a beautiful edition. But the movie, not great. Not great. Kevin Kruger's here. When can we anticipate your 4K review for the Nightmare on Elm Street films? Kevin, I'm going to tell you something right now. I stayed up late last night, okay? After I got done unboxing this thing, I did some other stuff upstairs, came back down. I watched Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, okay? And then I watched half of Dream Warriors. So that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully tomorrow I'll finish Dream Warriors, finish Dream Master. I'm hoping to get through those tomorrow. Then Friday when I get home, I'm going to try to be wide open, and Friday into Saturday morning to finish the rest of them. Part 5, Freddy's Dead and Wes Craven's New Nightmare. It's possible my review for the actual 4K quality and the special features and all that stuff, because I did the unboxing, that might drop this Saturday. It's possible, maybe Sunday. But also, I got to get the standard set in from Warner Brothers, like, because I'm going to be unboxing that. That's the whole idea. Like, I unboxed the Steelbook set. I can watch them because I got the Steelbook set. But I wanted to wait until I got that standard version in to do the actual review with, and they're the same disc. So I kind of got to wait for that to come in too. So it's possible I finish the movies, but I don't have the standard set in. So then I'll have to wait on that. Or maybe I'll just do the review. I don't know. If I got to wait, I don't want to wait too long. All right. So wasn't there supposed to be a new 4K restoration? Yeah, they talked about that like 2 years ago. I assumed that Criterion was going to do it. And I still feel like they might do it. But also, I'm pretty sure Boogie Nights is Warner Brothers. I could see an Arrow Video Edition coming out of that. I could honestly see Arrow doing Boogie Nights, and that would be freaking awesome. I'd be all for that. But maybe it'll be a Warner Brothers proper release with a Steelbook, a UK edition, all that good stuff. No, I didn't get the Dark Knight Trilogy Steelbook set. It did go back in stock. Somebody messaged me, but as soon as I hit that link, it was gone again. So I got to wait for it to come back. I almost just pulled the trigger on it when it was like $28 on Amazon to get the standard set, but I was like, no, I'm going to hold out. I'm going to hold it because I do want that Steelbook set. Nightmare delayed. Yeah, that sucks, man. I'm just hoping you get it. People reached out to me today. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but there's a couple of people that reached out to me today. And oh yeah, somebody's saying Boogie Nights is also New Line. And they said Amazon just outright canceled their order. And they asked what was going on. They're like, this is out of stock. And they're like, what are you talking about? I pre-ordered this damn thing. They're like, yeah, it's out of stock. When it goes back in stock, we'll fulfill your order. And he's like, it's not going to go back in stock because it's freaking limited. And it's like Amazon just doesn't comprehend that, which is wild to me. Like, I couldn't imagine being in that position. Like that would have killed me. It would have killed me. It really would have, because I was so happy to get this thing in. Oh my God. I'm not trying to be like, again, this is in the physical media world. There's much more important things going on outside of the physical media world, and I understand that. But we're in this physical media bubble right now. That's what we're doing here. But like, I just couldn't imagine that happened to me. That'd just be the worst if that happened. So I my heart goes out to anybody that's happened to. I hate that for you. I really do. Um, what's happening, Adrian? What's up, Maria? How you doing? What's going on, Joe? Had one of those days that it was so busy I missed one battle after another steelbook listing going live on Amazon. They sold out again. Hopefully it didn't actually go up and maybe it'll come back. Is it not on Groove anymore? Collector's edition? You might want to get on Groove and check it out. Let me check for you real quick. Because it was on Groove as of last week. Oh, another thing, guys, those Scream Factory steelbooks, they're on Groove. Let me pull this up. Scream Factory was on Groove very briefly last year, and then they stopped doing them, which was interesting, but now they're back. So the one battle after another. Oh, yeah, the steelbook sold out. Damn, man, those steelbooks go quick. I mean, it is a PTA film. But yeah, if you guys can see this, you got the Riddick Steelbook, Black Christmas, Cloud Atlas. So not just the Steelbooks for the regular 4Ks, Leaving Las Vegas. Yeah, they got some of these the grays on here, and they're cheaper than the Screen Factory website, and they're cheaper than Amazon right now as well. So I wanted to definitely give you guys that tip. All right. Let's see. It's still the same. It's like October 7th through the 20th or something. So I'll get it eventually. You know, I'll get it. When I get it and watch it, I'll do the review. What's up, Patrick? Let's see. I wish they would make more copies so movies wouldn't be so limited in this day and age. Yeah, I mean, everybody's so gun shy when it comes to physical media now. It's like they're not sure it's going to sell. They don't want to sit on back stock or whatever, overstock. So they'll print out a certain number and they'll sell them, and then they'll print out more and they'll sell them, and they like to do it like that, which just kind of sucks. But that's just the way it is, especially when it comes to steelbooks. And it really sucks when that's all they do. Like if the only thing they're doing is the steelbooks, then of course those are going to sell out like very quickly, and then you're left like having to print more steelbooks, and it just sucks. But I will say, Scream Factory, to their credit, and maybe this stuff just isn't as in demand, but it feels like the Scream Factory steelbooks are always in stock. Like even old ones that came out like a couple of years ago, like you can still get those. Or even like 3 years ago in the case of Carrie, that thing's still available. So credit to, Scream Factory, some of the boutique labels for keeping their steelbooks in stock. I guess it's not a priority to the studios. Thank you, Danny. Let's see. Oh, nice. You getting that in? Yeah, Danny, we're gonna go over it. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it. What's up, Adrian? Happy October. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Tron Legacy. I got the first Tron. I got the review up on the channel already. David, I started collecting this year, so I went hard on the sale. Picked up Friday the 13th box set. Carrie collect. Oh, the box set's on there. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I really want that Carrie Steelbook because I love Carrie. It's one of my favorite movies. I also wanted to get just the regular Carrie Blu-ray. It's like part of me just wants to own all the editions of Carrie at some point. But I know I don't need it. I've got like 3 editions of Carrie. Kevin, I wasn't even on camera by when you said this. So I know you're lying, Kevin. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's see. What's up, William Cinema? What's up, Dingo Boy? Thank you. Yeah, hit the like button. We're at 78 likes. If we can get to 100, I'm going to give away the Night of the Living Dead 4K Steelbook. And then 150 will be Nightmare on Elm Street 4K digital code. Now, I'm not giving away the Night of the Living Dead 4K Steelbook. Sorry, guys. I only got one of those. The digital code. The digital code. Let's see. Kevin Kruger. Let's see. How did doesn't Amazon F up is the question. Yeah. Have you double dipped on the Nightmare 4K sets? I mean, technically, I guess yeah, but not really. I just, I knew I was getting that set because I get the Warner Brothers 4Ks. I'm very fortunate. Warner Brothers sends me their 4Ks. A lot of them I review here on this channel. Um, I'm in kind of a partnership with them. The steelbook set though, like I knew I had to get this. So I bought this on Amazon to get this knowing I was going to get the standard set in from Warner Brothers. So yeah, I'm going to get them both, but I did not pay for both of them. I only paid for the one right here. So I'm fortunately I can get them both without having to do the actual double dip. Which if I wasn't getting it, I probably would have bought it too. Because if I think about it, it was like what 20% off. I could have got it for like $80 off a Groove, and it's like, yeah, I would have had to get both versions for sure. Thank you, Michelle. What's up, Gary? Jerison, what's going on? Yeah, I know I saw that. We're gonna get into it. Thank you, Jerison. Other YouTubers have similar on-screen chats. I know I've seen that with other people, and they always feel most other YouTubers feel much more legit than me. So it's weird for me to have this, but it's a new feature I saw, and maybe it's been like that for a while. I just haven't noticed. I don't play around with StreamYard enough. I should be, and so they freaking upped the price to like $50 a month. It was 25 forever, and this year they upped it to $50 a month. So I'm paying $50 for this crap every month. Um, and I should try to figure out like all the features that they've added, the stuff that I'm paying for, right? If you can read this, you don't need glasses. Yeah. I mean, I've got my glasses on, so I can read it. I can read it. Too legit that quits. Dogma 4K got announced. Oh, thank you for saying I'm a natural. I don't feel that way at all, but yeah. I would like to get into that now that I'm kind of back in the gaming. I mean, I reorganized this entire room. You're gonna see that video. I think I might drop that on Friday. Oh, another thing I need to mention, guys. I fucked up bad. I got it yesterday. I messed up so bad. Um, man, I flipped out when I saw it. Like I've never flipped out so hard. So here's the thing about me and my recording schedule. Okay, I work 5 days a week. I really got to plan ahead when it comes to my video creating, content creating, getting videos out to you guys every single day. It's not easy, especially when you work a full-time job, have a family, all that kind of stuff. So I have to batch record videos. Okay, I edit them, I go ahead and upload them to YouTube, monetize all that stuff. Um, and I'll schedule them. I'll try to schedule them weeks out so I can just kind of reschedule them and put them where I want to. So I scheduled all these videos to the end of September. And when I did that, it was like the beginning to mid September when I did all these videos because some of these videos like I filmed weeks ago. Um, and I forgot that I had them all set to September the 30th. I should have readjusted and scheduled them all a couple more weeks out. And I know you can private them, but I don't know, something about that, it's different the way it, like, shows up on my feed. I kinda like just playing in the day. I don't know, this isn't something that you guys would know unless you did YouTube. Um, so I like to set the dates or whatever. So I set all the dates on these 6 videos for September the 30th, and I forgot it was September the 30th yesterday at 5 o'clock after I already put out a video talking about the Screen Factory, Shout Factory announcements. 6 of my videos went live at the same time at 5 o'clock. None of them had thumbnails. They just all went up. Um, I mean, it's really kind of amazing because I was looking at that, like, I looked at the views briefly when they went up. I mean, I was really just freaking out. Being like, oh my God, I got to take these down, private them, and all that stuff. Because that will like that is complete waste to drop 6 videos at one time. It's a complete waste because nobody's got all the time to watch all those to begin with. You're gonna miss them. And it's just a terrible way to plan content to drop all that stuff at the same time. So I privated them like immediately. But before I did that, I caught some of the views of like, damn, some of these videos are doing actually like really well for like them all being split, like the viewership being split between 6 videos. Um, so if you watched them, you got an early sneak peek. If you didn't, they're all coming back eventually. So within the next couple weeks, you'll see all those videos again. Because what I had to do, I had to re-download them and then run them through the processor again, re-upload them, remonetize all that stuff. And it's just it was a pain in the ass, but I did it. And I messed up bad. I'm a mess right now, guys. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, that's why yesterday some people got 8 videos because After that, I dropped my Nightmare on Elm Street unboxing later that night. So yeah, some people watched 8 videos of mine yesterday. So thank you all for that support. If you watched 8 videos of mine yesterday, I appreciate that support. Um, okay, yeah, I'll watch it. I'll wait for physical media though, for that one. Oh, thank you, Gary. You got my Godzilla shirt, my Gojira original. This is the best Godzilla movie. I used to, I love '98, but I do think the original is the best. I know what I saw. We're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over it. Thank you, Maria. We got Drew Dude, howdy. If I had to guess, it'd be November. I think it'll probably be the Lionsgate Limited November announcements. Yeah, physical is always better, but there's some people out there that don't want to buy everything and they'll appreciate some digital codes, Somebody uses them. I'm in Europe, so the digital codes won't work for me, but I liked anyway. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Even though you had no reason to, right? Well, I might keep the other one then. Yeah, just in case, because I know Warner Brothers has done that before. They there is precedent there because with Dune Part 2, they had digital features, and with Superman, there's supposedly a digital commentary with James Gunn coming. So that's possible. If that's possible, like maybe at some point, they'll add something. So I might keep the second code I get just in case. Lionsgate is going to announce Dogma soon. I mean, they did announce it, or I mean, Umbrella announced it. Sorry, yeah, Lionsgate. They'll probably announce theirs for December. And I mean, I thought Umbrella wasn't going to announce it this year. I thought it was going to roll into 2026 because they already just did the January announcements. But turns out we got it for December. So we're going to be getting Lionsgate and Umbrella doing Dogma. We didn't have anything for Dogma, and now we're going to have 2 fantastic releases. There's an extra. Oh shoot! Well, I'm gonna give away this one. I mean, I don't like all that BS. I don't want to sit there and have to enter a digital. I had to do that for Doom Part 2. Damn it! But yeah, I'll have the digital code for my regular set. I can still give away this one tonight. But the blue bubble opening sounds better if you have surround sound. It might. I've made that on some generic like what was it? I think it's called Place It or something. It was for free. I made it. I made it back in 2021. I made it for my first ever round table. I remember, which that was so long ago. I did like 24 round tables, and that's long gone. I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary of not doing the round table anymore. And I made it for my original round table. And some of you guys may not even remember round tables. Maybe they'll come back someday though. Yeah, yeah, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does come down to that. Sweet. What's up, Bim? You watching the X series tonight? Those are fun movies. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm trying to just look at it as this is the next phase of my life, you know. I mean, when I think back to when I was like late 20s or mid 20s, it's like I feel like I was so lazy I didn't do anything, and now I feel like I do so much more being older. So I feel like maybe in a few more years, maybe I'll be at the peak of my performance. I don't know. I turned 60 in less than 1 year. Well, I guess that makes me feel a little bit better. But somebody's turning 80 right now, Gary, and they're telling you to relax. There's always, I mean, it's all a matter of perspective and where you're at. Let's see. The build up to 40 sucks, Cam, but once you actually turn 40, you're like, I'm okay. Yeah, no, I'm sure it'll be okay. Oh, what's up, Double Feature Podcast? Yes, a fellow Libra. Well, happy early birthday to you guys as well. I appreciate that. Which movie surprised you got a 4K release in 2025? Which one surprised me? Honestly, Dogma is kind of a surprise, really. Was there rumblings of that last year? I can't remember, but I didn't think that one was going to come. I really did. But I'm trying to think if there's one that just really shocked me when they hit. The Mask, honestly, it really did. Like I've been wanting The Mask for a very long time. I didn't know if it had the juice for anybody to recognize it as that kind of movie that deserved that treatment. So The Mask, not that it got a 4K surprised me, but the fact that it got like the ultimate 4K edition from Arrow Video, that kind of surprised me a little bit, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, that's a big one. It is just a number. 1984 is a phenomenal year. I think that all around, I think it's an all around better year. I think it's got more depth than 1985, but I do think 1985's got more heavy hitters. I mean, you got Back to the Future, The Breakfast Club, The Color Purple. Come on now. There's a lot more movies. Clue. I could dig into it, but or that's just on the regular movie. But like on the horror side, you got Return of the Living Dead, you got Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. There's Silver Bullets. There's a lot of horror movies came out in 1985. Some bangers. Reanimator. Yeah, there's tons. Friday the 13th Part 5. Nice. I jumped right to 2 because I watched the first one last year. And what I'll say is I thought part 1 was a good 4K. I criticized that a little bit last year. Um, just because it changed the way it looked from what I remembered it on VHS, DVD, and 4K does that sometimes, so I didn't really care about that too much. But I just thought overall the 4K was a good 4K, but it didn't blow me away. I'll say this about part 2. It blew me away. I was completely blown away by the 4K of part 2. I thought that looked magnificent. Oh my god, it looks so good. So crazy, insane good. And the part I watched, part 3 looks really great too. So we're off to a good start so far with the Nightmare movies in 4K. I'm very excited for Dream Master though. I need that to deliver. If you got the vax, yes, you will get sick again. I'm half vaxxed. I'm half vaxxed. The only reason I got vaccinated, not that I'm like opposed to vaccines. I just don't go to the doctor. I don't do that. I don't know. But my job required it for like a month. They told us we were all gonna have to get vaccinated, whatever. So again, I'm not like super opposed to it. I just wasn't like going out of my way to get vaccinated. So I went and got the first shot, and then they reversed it and said we didn't need to get it anymore. So then I didn't go back to get the second one. So I'm half vaxxed. I'm not fully vaxxed. Hopefully nobody has a problem with that. Oh my god, I probably just started a bunch of shit. What's up, Ken? Happy early birthday. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Adrian. Seems like such a joke. Not much of a sale. Seen those prices cheaper. Yeah, yeah. There's some good stuff. Like honestly, I hate to say it, but sometimes with these Screen Factory sales, it is better just to go on Amazon and see what they're price matching and just pick and choose, and you don't have to pay shipping and all that crap. Um, how would I do a lottery? How would that work? I would have to compile all the names in the chat and then like pull from it. Like how would that work? 40 is rougher, 50 is rougher. Probably. Probably. Yeah, 77 is a great year too. Yeah. Suspiria too. Yeah, yeah, that's my top 3. That's my top 3 is those. I go 3 is my number 3, 4 is my number 2, and 1's my number 1. Yeah, Boogie Nights is a new line, yeah. I think I already gave away the digital code for Frailty. I think. Did I not do that? Yeah, I would anticipate that might come out from Arrow. Boogie Nights is held up because of Paul Thomas Anderson hasn't had time to work on it. That makes sense. I mean, being as so he just did a massive budget, freaking almost blockbuster indie film that went to that did pretty well in the theaters, but I mean, it costs a lot to make. But yeah, I mean Paul Thomas Anderson, he is he's one of my favorites, honestly. I love Paul Thomas Anderson. And we need a lot of his films on 4K. Yep, yeah. There's a lot of good sales on Amazon right now. I linked a bunch of Paramount titles a couple of days ago that were on sale for pretty cheap. I mean, yeah, they could be cheaper in Black Friday, but 14.99, 10.99 for a lot of 4K titles, those were not bad deals. Um, yeah, that was on the slate, wasn't it? I forget all. I think the Final Destination movies were on there too. I was kind of hoping Arrow Video would do a Final Destination 4K box set. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I understand for sure. That I haven't gotten the 4K set in, but like from what I've seen, it looks pretty damn cool too. I will say this about the steelbooks though, guys. Now that I'm thinking of it, if you got this set, so I noticed some scratching at the top. Okay, and then some other people were saying that they had the same scratching. So I'm wondering if the scratching on top of the steelbook is intentional. Is it supposed to be like Freddy's Freddy's claw? Um, because somebody was it you, Michelle, that commented that? I think it was you that commented that on my video. And mine has the same scratching on it. Can you guys see that? So let me know in the comment section if your steelbooks had that same scratching. Oh, it's so much better in person. It's so much better in person than I thought it was gonna be. They destroyed this, and there's details that I was seeing after the video that I didn't even notice. Like this is the collar; it's all ripped, and then you can see some of Freddy's like skin underneath, burnt skin. Like there's such incredible detail. Ah, frick, I love it. I love it so much. I mean, you could think like in an alternate universe, it would be cool to have like some Scream Factory style artwork, like the Friday the 13th set with a bunch of cool Freddy's around the box set. But there is something about this that's pretty damn cool. That just the box set is Freddy. Like that's what it is. And I don't know, I kind of like that. I do. I think Warner Brothers, they knew what we needed. They didn't just listen and say this, all right, this is what you guys are saying you want, we're going to give it to you. They're like, "No, we know what you guys need and we know what you're gonna like, and this is what we're gonna do." And it worked because I haven't seen anybody that actually has this and got this in be disappointed by the quality of it. I haven't seen anybody say anything negative about it. The actual steelbook set. Um, yeah, the gray steelbook looks good. Yeah, that's cool that they're doing the gray on 4K, but I don't. Again, that's a 4K only. Or that's a steelbook only release from Shop Factory. That's kind of strange. They don't usually do that. So they're kind of falling in line with the latest trend. Weapons, pre-order for Weapons, March 21st. What the hell? Yeah, it's supposed to come out this month. Oh, guys, my most anticipated video for October is dropping tomorrow. It's a little bit late because I had other things to do, the Nightmare set and today's my live stream and stuff. So it'll be dropping tomorrow. Oh, we reached 100 likes, guys. Thank you all. Let me give away the digital code. Again, if we make it to 150, I will give away Nightmare on Elm Street's 4K digital code. That's Night of the Living Dead, 1990. Whoever wants it. There you go. Which I did review this set on Sunday. If you didn't see that, you can go check that out. What's going on, Planet Mondo? I got one of those releases. They got me with one of them. So yeah. Which we're gonna get into that shortly, guys. Oh, cool, Jesse. I'm glad you're getting it tomorrow. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands was announced on 4K. I'm gonna save that and talk about it Monday, though. What's up, Magic Hands? Oh shit, Jack. Damn it. Does the Nightmare on Elm Street set come close to you want in a box set because the DVD box set is still the best for some? I'm not a steelbook person. But that being said, I I'm so nostalgic for the DVD set. It's hard for me to say this is better than that. But if I'm just objectively looking at it and the detail here and the design of it and the steel books or the original poster art, whereas that's just snapper case DVDs with the poster art that's like small squares in the middle of blackness. So it's not great. I'm just nostalgic for it. This is better. If I'm looking at it objectively, this is a better box set than the DVD box set. Objectively. Okay. They both got 3D glasses as well. I like the 3D glasses in the DVD set better. I'll say that. Thanks, Sherlock. I appreciate that. Thanks for giving me hope. I owe you a big thank you for putting out there that Barnes& and Noble had 9/11 Dead, only place I could get it. Well, I'm glad you got them in. That's why I did that. Again, I know it was a little bit more it was priced a little bit more than the Amazon because it was like what 46 on Barnes& and Noble, but it's like if you're weighing it, it's like, well, do you want it on release dates? Do you want it at a somewhat fair price, or do you want to have to pay 60, 70 on eBay or something for it? So I try to just let people know about it. But I always get comments like, it's way too expensive. What? I'm not putting it out there to like hear your comments on like how expensive it is. I'm just giving you all the information. You could take the information, do what you want with. I'm just trying to give it to you. Okay. Because everybody's different. What one person's willing to pay, the other person isn't, and vice versa. It all depends on the movie and whatever. All right. So I'm just trying to give the information. But then everybody's like, that's way too expensive. This is the only place you can get it right now. Okay. That's why I'm posting it. Okay. I'm not saying it's the most affordable, it's the best price. It's just the only price right now, other than the scalper price. You got an ad for Scream Factory, really? They're doing ads on that. What I better be getting a check from Scream Factory then if they're doing ads in my live stream. They're gonna cut in with their own ads. Let's see. What's horrible, Jack? Oh, the set. Damn, man. I mean, if it's that screwed up, man, it ain't even worth having. I would just get the full refund, honestly, and get the standard set. Just save it because you're not gonna like. Oh, they said you could only refund partial, and I could keep it or return. But I mean, what's the partial refund? It should be like a 75%. Like you should, they should give you 75% of the cost. Like if it's almost completely damaged, like that's ridiculous. Um, yeah, I'm sorry, Shaw. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I would just return it and get the standard set, honestly, because I couldn't look at that like all damaged up and shit. That would just bug the piss out of me. At least you can have a nice like little sets, with a nice slip cover and a red case and all that. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, and it could always come back at some point. Not this exact set. They'll probably do something a little bit different with it, but there could be another release at some point. Or maybe they'll do the steelbooks individually, maybe. Yeah, yeah, I would love to do that kind of stuff, man. I would love to. We need more top 10 year recommended recommendation shorts. I watched at least 3 of your accidental posts. Well, I appreciate that. The fact that anybody would watch 3 of my videos back to back like that, like in an hour, like that means the world to me. That's it's awesome, really. but I just couldn't leave all 6 of those up. That's 6 days worth of content. I can't waste it on one day because stuff's just gonna get lost in the shuffle and people's not gonna see stuff. Plus, I had no thumbnails and I would have had to make all the thumbnails, so it was just a mess. Oh, sweet, man. Vista Vision. Hell yeah. Yeah, I heard he did it in Vista Vision. 2 of the 6 videos. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I've got time. I'm sorry. It's happened before, but it's only happened with 1 video before, not 6 at the same time. Oh my god. What do you believe is the scariest movie you've ever seen in your life? That's a good question. It honestly, to me, like, found footage just scares the shit out of me, so Paranormal Activity 3 is probably one of the scarier films I've ever seen. To me, but that's just me personally. Some people look at those movies and they think they're stupid, but I really get sucked in and immersed in them. And I remember like Paranormal Activity 3, I almost had to walk out of the theater. I was so like when they got to the part where they're like at the house, the grandma's house, and stuff happens, I was like, I gotta leave. I almost, almost walked out. It was rough. No, I don't think they'll do a standard, man. I really don't. That Sony doesn't do that. I mean, we never got a standard for Fright Night. That was 3 years ago. That was steelbook only. They reissued the steelbook, but they never did a standard. That's the Sony way. They either do the standard or they'll do a steelbook or they'll lock it in a box set. They don't do both, you know. Now they'll lock it in a box set and then later they'll do a standard or a steelbook, but they don't do both anymore. Like they'll do steelbook or they'll do standard. That's it. I don't make the rules, but that's I need to do a video on that someday, just kind of break down all the where all the studios are currently sitting, all the rules, maybe help you guys out know what to expect. I appreciate that, Josh. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, I guess I gotta keep but again, I'm getting another one, so I agree, Planet Mondo. I agree. It was the best time. It was 100%. I miss it. Yeah, it is gonna be I cannot wait for that. All right, guys, I'm burning through the chat real quick. Yeah, barbed wire is coming from Kino, apparently. Yeah, a lot of good stuff coming. I mean, Master and Commander's out, but hopefully it comes back. Bunch of jerks out here. Oh my god. I got Freddy Krueger. Let me show the whole world. Bruh, nobody cares. Sound like my kids. My kids call me bruh. My Nightmare on Elm Street box set got delayed. Shit, that sucks. Silver Bullet's like my second favorite werewolf movie behind American Werewolf. All right, Christopher, you made your points. Nobody cares. If you're just gonna spam the chat, I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you, bruh. They do a better job, yes. Dream Warriors is a great movie, so I wouldn't fault anybody for saying that's the best. All right, Christopher, you keep saying the same stuff. I'm putting you in timeouts. Can't be mucking up my chat with a bunch of shit. I got the same little scratch on the top. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's like if it's supposed to be like that. There was another steelbook, Megan, the Megan 4K steelbook. It had like little scratches on the front when it came out, and it was kind of like that because everybody had those same scratches. So it was like some kind of factory thing where it just scratched them all. And I'm wondering if it's that. But because it's Freddy, we can just say that Freddy got his knife claws on it, his glove on it. They can say Freddy handled it. Tell him Freddy handled your box set. That was my best Freddy Krueger impression. Yeah, the artwork on it's you can't really replace that or replicate that. Wanna suck face is pretty good. It's hard for me to come up with one like on the spot. God, there's so many from Dream Master that are fantastic, and I cannot think of any of them off the top of my head, except for Wanna Suck Face. Let me look them up. Welcome to Primetime, bitch. I mean, that's pretty iconic. You should have buried me. I'm not dead. Oh, I like the one from Rick. It's avoid all contact. Oh, okay, I got you. How sweet fresh meat. That's it. How sweet fresh meat. That's it. Oh, you shouldn't have buried me. I already read that. Hold on. Is there another one? Welcome to Wonderland Alice. That's a good one. Oh, how's it? I told you Dream Master has the best ones. How's this for a wet dream? Yeah. You can check in, but you can't check out. Mind over matter. That's from Alice. Yeah, there's some good ones. Well, it ain't Dr. Seuss. Dream Master has the best quotes, hands down. I think there is. I think wasn't there an Italian version? Oh, that's a good one too, Travis. I remember that scene. Oh, that scene scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Wes Craven's New Nightmare was freaking scary as hell. Yeah, everybody's got scratches on the top. Tell them Freddy sent you. Also, like from God, what is he saying? Freddy's dead. There's definitely some great ones in Freddy's Dead. Why am I blanking on everything? I can't think of anything. When he's playing the game, the video game. My aunts brag about how many vaccines they received. It's bizarre. Oh shit. Yeah, my problem is I don't trust anything or anyone, and I'm incredibly cynical about everything. So, putting anything in my body, I don't like taking, like pain pills. I don't like taking anything. I will when I get sick. I'll, maybe take some, but honestly, when I get sick, like I'm on cough drops and I'm on vitamin C primarily. And I may take some Aleve, but I'll rarely take anything at all. Like I'm the type of person that if I'm in pain, I just like to live in it because I feel like if I try to mask it, then I'm going to accidentally hurt myself even worse. So I just don't take anything. I'd rather like stretch on the floor for like 15 minutes or something if I'm having back pain. Let's see. Sweets. I hope I get mine soon. Great graphics. He says something else though. Great graphics. He looks so old in Freddy's Dead. He's like a grandpa. He said something else when he's playing the game though. He's like smashing the controller. Amazon fires their packages out of a cannon. Oh yeah. You got Quick and the Dead already? Oh, okay. You bought the standard version. I was gonna say that comes out next week. That you got Invictus, yes. You forgot the Power Glove. Oh god. Nice. Poltergeist is an all-timer. Carol Ann. Mine is delayed indefinitely. They'll probably end up shipping me Jack's Nightmare on Elm Street Return. Yeah, I hope it works out for you, man. I've heard horror stories about the delayed indefinitely people. I agree. I'm with you for sure, man. That whole movie scared the crap. I couldn't watch it when I was a kid. It was a scary ass movie. All right, Shrek, we're gonna get into the talk. I mean, here's the thing, guys. I plan stuff to talk about on these shows, and I get it. It may be boring for some that I go through the chat, talk to the chat, answer questions, whatever, talk about random stuff. That's kind of what this is about for me, though, like doing these lives. And if like you're going to take the time to come in here and watch me, I like to try to get to everybody that I can possibly get to in the chat, um, because you're here, like supporting, and I want to at least greet you. Um, Yeah, I never it was half off. I need to get that for half off because I've wanted I do want that. I'm also not a massive fan of Midsummer, so I've never been willing to pay the 50 or $60 that it was. I haven't seen Bad Moon, actually. It's not bad because it's like a shot for shot remake, so it's like you're watching the original, you know? So it just the only difference is that Vince Vaughn's performance can't hold a candle to Anthony Perkins. Um But the movie's got a good cast. I mean, Anne Heche and Julianne Moore. It's Viggo Mortensen. I mean, it's a great cast in that movie. But I haven't seen that film in, God, 25 years. I just bought the remake of it a few months ago. Yeah. Yeah, I watched part 2 first. Got Your Nose? That's a great one too. I agree. It is one of their best ever, for sure. They were on a run of, like, some of the best 4Ks I've ever seen in 2023. I'll never bitch about that time from Scream Factory because they gave us Night of the Comet, Night of the Demons, My Bloody Valentine, Silver Bullet. They were all like 10 out of 10 4Ks. Like I'd never seen anything look that good than those like 4Ks. There were some other ones too. Oh, The Burning. Like there were some incredible they were doing some incredible work. And they're probably still doing incredible work. I'm not as interested in some of the stuff they're doing right now. Where's the bourbon? That's a great one too. I said, "Where's the fucking bourbon?" That's a good one. Although I always get confused when I rewatch part 3 because I think that part's gonna happen at the very beginning of the film when her mom first comes in the room. And I'm like, "Oh shit, here it comes." And then it doesn't happen. I'm like, "No, wait, that's later in the movie." What's up, Captain Horror? We'll see, bitch. We'll see. Um He mad. He mad, bruh. He mad. Yeah, you forgot the power glove is what I was thinking. You forgot the power glove. Now I'm playing with power. That's the other one too. Oh shit. Every Town Has an Elm Street's a good one too. I mean, Freddy's Dead might rival Dream Master for quotes. It might. It just might. But I love part 5's got a lot of good ones too. It's Super Freddy. It's got some good ones. That's not even on my radar. I don't even know anything about that. Um, from the stuff I've seen, it feels like it's gonna be like a straight to Walmart, like rip off generic crap remake, so I'm not interested. Um, yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I got a lot of those recently. Or I got Killer Party recently, but yeah, I ordered what did I order? I ordered Bordello of Blood from Amazon, and I also got Witchboard. I got those 2 Blu-rays, and I had like $11 Amazon credit, or not credit, but like points because I got a credit card, and I got them for like 17 bucks. But I might go back in because I'm kind of into going back and like collecting the older Screen Factory Blu-rays that don't have 4Ks yet. The ones I don't feel like are gonna get 4Ks. For me, the funny thing is I watched both of those movies for the first time when the 4Ks came out, and they both came out within a couple of weeks of each other. For me, Fright Night, I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. It kind of let me down a little bit. Um, I do wanna rewatch it though. I feel like maybe it'll improve for me as I rewatch it. I feel like I just watched it maybe the wrong way with the wrong expectations. The Lost Boys, kind of I don't wanna say it disappointed me the first time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed both of them, but kind of in the same way, it disappointed me a little bit, but also it stuck with me a little bit more, and I've watched The Lost Boys, like, 3 times since I watched it for the first time, and the movie just keeps growing on me, and I love the music, I love the soundtrack, and it just has such a, like a cool factor and vibe to it. So I would go The Lost Boys for me personally, but, I do need to revisit Fright Night for sure. He does for sure. I beat my that's another he's got a lot of great ones. I beat my high score. Creepshow 2 arrived today. Yeah, that was a great 4K. Yeah, for sure. No, I didn't. See, the vampire movies I grew up with was From Dusk Till Dawn. That's my favorite vampire movie. And, Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood. Those are the 2 movies I used to watch over and over again as far as vampire movies when I was a kid, probably like 11 or 12. Bordello of Blood, I watched a lot for obvious reasons. Also From Dusk Till Dawn for maybe obvious reasons. But also From Dusk Till Dawn, I just always thought was a great film, and it always like because the first time I watched it, I don't think I knew it was supposed to be a vampire movie. Um, I think I just watched Reservoir Dogs for the first time and, maybe Pulp Fiction as well. So I was like, "Oh, this is just another Tarantino thriller style movie like those." And then when it got to the vampire stuff, I was like, "Holy shit." Like, it just blew my mind. And I must have rewatched that film, like, I don't know, 50 times the first year I saw it. It was all I watched. Um, so that movie's firmly in my top 50 films of all time. Bordello of Blood, just a fun movie. It's not one of my, like, all-time favorites, but, yeah, those are the ones I grew up with. Also, Innocent Blood, if you count that as a vampire flick, I watched that at a very young age. No new opinions because that was 2 years ago, and that's the last time I watched those movies was 2 years ago. I don't have a ton of time to rewatch stuff, especially with a lot of new stuff coming out. I do wanna revisit the first one because the first one, like, has really grown into one of my favorite Halloween movies. So, maybe I'll try to watch it this year. Oh, thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. Okay, let me get on there and I'll grab Bad Moon because I do want to see it. So yeah, there because there was something else I wanted to get Serpent in the Rainbow too because I don't own that and I've never seen that film. Yeah, the Night Flyer. A lot of people want that. Yeah, I've never seen the Night Flyer. It's Back in the Saddle. That's a good one too. That's a good one. Yeah, from part 2. Well, I know Witch Trap sucks, so I'm hoping Witchboard doesn't suck so bad. I like Malignant a lot, but I haven't returned to it since I watched it. Yeah, it's no screaming while the bus is in motion. Ha ha ha. Hanes or Fruit of the Loom. I don't know what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing boxers. I haven't gone into to briefs yet. You know, I've been wearing boxers since I was a teenager. And I don't know what these are. If I'm being maybe Hanes. I don't know. Maybe Fruit of the Loom. It could be either. I wasn't as high on Abigail as a lot of people were. I thought it was good. I had fun with it, but I didn't love it. Let Me In's great. Let the Right One In is great too. Which horror film do I find overrated? Probably Midsummer. It feels like a lot of people love Midsummer. I know there's people that don't like it, but it was one that people in the especially like in the film lover community, like just wouldn't shut up about being such a great film and a masterpiece. And I freaking hated that movie. 30 Days and Night's good. I've only seen it once, but I remember liking it. Yeah, Innocent Blood is a John Landis film. So it's kind of I mean, it's kind of a mafia movie fused with a vampire film. It's weird because I remember watching that movie when I was like 8 or 9, and, I watched it with my grandfather, I remember, and there's like a when I rewatched it as an adult, I don't remember this when I was a kid, but there's like a full frontal nudity scene with her in the very beginning of the film. So that's interesting. Uh, yeah, yeah. It's finished for now. I've got room now to play with. So yeah, and I got my game set up over there as well. I'm gonna show it all in the video. Like I said, this Friday. All right, Sinners is a really good movie. I enjoyed Sinners. I had problems with the third act. I felt like it was a little rushed in parts, but I liked it a lot. It's a 4-star movie for me. The filmmaking's excellent. Ryan Coogler definitely knows how to make a great looking movie. Um, but just I don't know. I need to revisit it. I still haven't bought it. I still don't have it in the collection because I was hoping the steelbook would come back in stock because I missed out on it. So I need to get it at some point. Just get the slipcover version before the slipcover goes out of print. All right, we've caught up in the chat, guys. Let's get into these Vinegar Syndrome announcements. We're over an hour in, and we've got 19 likes away from the Nightmare on Elm Street digital code. But I'll wait till we get through this stuff before we do that. All right. How do I share a screen? What is going on? What is this? It won't take too long for Vinegar Syndrome. How should I do this? Should I put myself up top like this? So we got Tromeo and Juliet from Vinegar Syndrome, which is a trauma film. And I think it might be the first film that James Gunn wrote. I think that's his kind of claim to fame. I don't know what is this? I hate this like shitty cartoon strip, like a Saturday morning cartoon strip on a newspaper style artwork. I think it's so shitty. Like that's the slipcover. So I imagine it's like a box set with this inside. Every time they got one, like the partner labels do this shit a lot. I hate it. It makes me not want to get it. Like they could announce From Dusk Till Dawn on 4K and have this artwork, and I might not get it. I'm just joking. I would get it, but what is that? Like why? Why do you all have to do that? So yeah, Tromeo and Juliet. This is a trauma film. Obviously, I've never seen this movie. Maybe I'll get it eventually in a sale, possibly. I heard some people say some good things about it, but I'm not jumping to grab this one right away. It is a newer film, came out in 1996. Did this come out the same year as the Leo Romeo and Juliet? Um, I think it did. I think that movie came out in 1996 too. But this thing's got a lot of features, got a bunch of commentaries. You got a commentary track with James Gunn and Lloyd Kaufman. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's new or not. Sorry, I'm yawning, guys. Oh, you got a couple of commentaries with James Gunn. Um, let's see. Do you have any interviews with James Gunn? Probably not because he's very busy running the DC verse. But it would have been cool if they got like a video interview with him for like 10 minutes or something. But yeah, 4 new features here. You got archival features, DVD and laserdisc introductions. Damn. I mean, one thing you can say about Vinegar Syndrome is, yeah, I just bitched about their artwork, but when it comes to their editions, it doesn't matter what movie they're doing. They put everything they got into it, heart and soul. Like I respect Vinegar Syndrome. Now they're gonna charge you out the ass. This thing's going for 46 bucks for Tromeo and Juliet. But I applaud the effort. At least, like, they're gonna charge you, but they're gonna try to give you your money's worth. And maybe, like, this is somebody's one of their favorite movies ever, and they've been waiting for this. There's somebody out there like that, and they just got their dream release for this movie. So that's cool. That should be, that should be celebrated, right? Alright. So, I mean, a lot of these movies they announce, like, I'm intrigued by them. I didn't feel compelled to buy any of them, but this one is Ruby, a love affair with the supernatural. That kinda looks like, Linda Blair, but I don't think it is Linda Blair. But this is a movie from 1977. It's got Piper Laurie in it. Okay, very cool. This looks like some kind of a old school, like, supernatural horror film, possession movie, and it may be one I wanna check out at some point. Like I said, this could be a sale pickup. Looks like just a regular, standard slip. But yeah, I was intrigued by this. I mean, 70s horror is like, I've seen a lot of 70s horror films, but I definitely haven't seen as many as the 80s, so it is an area I would like to dive into a little bit more at some point. And this one looks like a potential buy maybe. Um, but not right now. I don't need it right now. All right, next up, what's going on, Antonis? How you doing, man? Oh, thank you, channel. I appreciate that. Ah! I used to do a way better Freddy laugh. I can't do it anymore. Um, let's see. Oh, this is another cool one. The Man Who Could Cheat Death. So this was like another kind of old school supernatural horror film. Oh, hold on, what kind of packaging is this? Oh, this is like a split apart slip box. Hold on now. Hold on now. I better not say I'm gonna get this now. There's a lot of people out there that say I'm just a package collector, and this is proving them rights if I get this because it has a pull apart slip box. Looks very what happened? It looks very similar to the Arrow Demon set, the way that it kind of splits apart like that. But this looks like an old school kind of gothic horror film. And I did like the horrible Dr. Hickok that came out last year. I thought that was pretty cool. So, oh, what is that? You guys see that image? Oh my goodness. He looks pretty freaky. But this thing's got all kinds of features. Oh, this is a movie from 1959, and of course, it's got Christopher Lee in it, guys. He's in all these movies. Yeah, Hammer Films production. Jonathan Rigby on The Man Who Could Cheat Death. Um, yeah, 4 new interviews, new commentaries. Good stuff. They had me at pull apart slip box. I'll be honest. All right, and then we got a Dario Argento film, Sleepless, which, I do wanna collect all the Dario Argento movies at some point. This is a later movie, though. This is from, like, 2001, and, I've never seen this movie. It's got Max von Sydow, and that's all I recognize. But this thing's loaded. Like, I was looking at it earlier, you got how many new interviews there? Like 6 new interviews and a bunch of archival interviews. Who put this out before? Somebody had to have put this one out, another boutique label. But yeah, this is a 4K. All these new releases are 4Ks, by the way. But yeah, this is an incredible amount of work went into this. Sleepless from Dario Argento. Let me know what you think. And then we got Men from the Gutter. That's Shawsploitation #1. So this is a new line, but it's also a VSA. So it's not a completely new line. I mean, if you like this Shawsploitation stuff, looks pretty cool. Then you got King of the Gypsies from Cinematograph. So I don't know too much about this. I used to try to collect these, but I got up to 8 and I was like, I gotta bounce out of this because it's too much to keep up with. They were announcing these every month. They're up to 25 now. I will say their first 3 in this line are really good. Little Darlings, Red Rock West, and Going South. I enjoyed all 3 of those. All right. So they got Haunted Ween on a VHS, and they got The Last Slumber Party on a VHS too, if you want to get that. And they got a koozie, Halloween koozie, and a bunch of t-shirts. I do need a Vinegar Syndrome t-shirt. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's get into the partner label stuff. You got AJ Goes to the Dog Park from Cartoona, All the Moons from Shudder, Backyard Bloodbaths from Bleeding Skull, Burbian Sound Studio from IFC Films, Cinephobia Releasing is putting out Brutes 1976. You've also got Carmilla from Film Movements, The Columnist from Film Movements, Creepy from Kim Stem, The Demon's Rook from Deccanlog. Oh, there's boobies on there. I might have to scroll down. Depraved from IFC Films, Desert of Namibia from Connie. You've also got the Disco Exorcist from Wild Eye. That's crazy. What is this? The Disco Exorcist. What is this? What is this movie? 2011? Oh my God, guys. This is why people make fun of Vinegar Syndrome. What is going on in that picture? I can't with some of these titles. The Evil Maker and Abomination Evil Maker. So that's 2 movies. Umbrella, because that's a partner label too, is doing Irresistible. All right, so this is the one I got. I got Jimmy and Stiggs because this is a Joe Begos film, and I've only seen a few of his movies. What have I seen? I've seen VFX. What is it? That's not what it's called. I've seen the one that starts with a V. VFW. That's what it is. I've seen that, and the one I really liked was Christmas Bloody Christmas. I really enjoyed that movie, that Christmas horror movie, and I heard some good things about this one, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. I used a $5 coupon code that I had, and I also did free shipping. There was something cool they were doing with the shipping. Apparently, if you put you're willing to wait till after October the 31st for your stuff, they'll give you free shipping. So I did that because I don't care when I get this, as long as I get it at some point. I did the free shipping. I got the $5 off. I got this for like $32, I think, for Jimmy and Stiggs on 4K. And yeah, so like I said, I heard some good things about it. It looks cool. and I pulled the trigger on it. I wasn't I was trying to hold firm and not getting anything from Vinegar Syndrome this month. But I just got one. I just got one. Just one release, and it was a partner label. But yeah, I can never tell like where the older releases end and the newer ones begin. But maybe all of these are great films. I'm just not familiar with Skull Worlds from ETR Media. I'm just not. I'm just not. So that's it, guys. Let's get off here. Let me dive into the Shocktober sale because we got to get into that, right? We just gotta. All right. Oh, we just hit 150, guys. So I will be giving away the Nightmare on Elm Street digital code. What's up, Dale? How you doing, buddy? Poultrygeist. Well, I guess if Romeo and Juliet sells well, I mean that could be a possibility for sure. That could be a definite possibility. Bye, Tony. Have a good night, man. Thank you for joining. So long. Farewell. Alvider say goodbye. I think he's getting ready to finish that. Okay. So that you can shop by the decade. So Screen Factory guys is celebrating their 13th anniversary. This sale is ending October the 15th. There's over 500 titles and it's up to 87% off MSRP, which means that maybe one title is 87% off. But we got the Halloween 4Ks on here for $20. I mean, good deal, I guess, for the Halloween 4Ks. I mean, they're good 4Ks if you want to get them and you never did. But you can get the My Bloody Valentine 4K set with the pins and that little heart-shaped box and the poster for $31.79. That's cheaper than I paid for the freaking 4K. And that's a great 4K, guys. I'm telling you, if you just had the Blu-ray My Bloody Valentine, it's a freaking hell of an upgrade. Hell of an upgrade. Totally worth it. Let me see. Oh, the fog set too. Oh, damn. $60 for a $200 set. You get the Adrienne Barbeau NECA figure and the vinyl and the steelbook and the slipcover and the poster and the pins for $60. Holy shit, guys. So this is where the deal is, guys. If you want all this extra shit and you never got it, like they got this $150 RoboCop 2 collector set with all the alternate slipcovers and the pins for $45. So the Halloween shitty 3 set, the three shitty Halloween films, even though I love Curse and H2O is great. But they're the ones that nobody's really writing home to mom about, when they got announced. $69.99 for that set, guys. Night of the Creeps for $23.99. And I still need Night of the Creeps actually, but I just, I got the Blu-ray. I watched it recently and I like the movie. I just don't know if because I'm just not upgrading everything from Screen Factory anymore. I'm not doing it right now. But I always tell myself, I'll get it when there's a sale. The sale's here, so yeah. Oh, the Pumpkinhead set, Krampus set. I mean, this is good for all these sets right here. I do kind of want to get Ghost Story. I do want to get that. Part of me wants Land of the Dead as well, even though I got the Blu-ray of that. Slither, I still need Slither. Speaking of James Gunn, I never I never bought Slither. I still got it on DVD. 8mm Shocker, the Mangler. Yeah, I mean the 4Ks not spectacular deals. They're all most of the newer ones are $23.99. So, I mean, some of them are 19.99, but they're very old, and you're not gonna get the slipcovers with them. And then the steel books are decent prices, 25.99. Yeah. 20.99 for They Live. Dead Space, 17.99. So, yeah. Again, most of the stuff you can price match on Amazon. I mean, they got the REC collection for 31.99. I do need vampires, you know? I did kinda want vampires because that's kind of a Western horror movie a little bit, and I feel like it would look really awesome in 4K. Let's see. So you got a lot of their older Blu-rays that have been upgraded, like The Blob and Halloween 3 for $10. Firestarters 12. Oh, you got the My Bloody Valentine set for 43.99. Still get the pins. House on Haunted Hill for 17.99. Drag Me to Hell with the extra slipcover for 25.99. Not bad. So yeah, some decent stuff on here. I feel like they've had better sales, but it's Scream Factory. Kind of is what it is. Looks like they got the Child's Place for 21.99. See, some of these Blu-rays, it's like I want them, but it's like you're still charging $17, for like Serpent in the Rainbow. Like this is a Blu-ray still, and you're probably getting ready to upgrade to 4K. But you're gonna make me pay $18 for it. It's like, come on, at least lower it to 13 or something. But I still got to pay $18 for a Blu-ray that's been out for like 10 years or something. It's just kind of shitty. I want it, but it's like, damn, that doesn't feel like a sale price at all. Piranha 2, The Spawning, 16.99. It's like, come on. Now, Q the Winged Serpent, 7.99. I can get on board with that price. Now, I already bought this. If you watch my Screen Factory update video, I bought this for like I think $8.99 on Amazon. Like this is regularly pretty low. Isn't Femme Fatale? Isn't that Brian De Palma? I do need that to. Yeah, it is to fill in my De Palma collection. So that's a possibility. Lords of the Deep, Bad Dreams, Visiting Hours, The Craft, Eight-Legged Freaks. I mean, a lot of people recommend Sleepwalkers to me. I don't have that. But again, $17.99. It's like all the ones I want that I don't have are like the expensive ones. Maybe that's why I don't have them because they're always expensive in the sales. They got the Carrie. See, I kind of want the Carrie Steel book. Damn it. Deadly Friends going for like $20. Is that a sale? Is that your sale? Like, come on. $12.99, $9.99. Okay. And I know why. I know why it is. It's because they haven't upgraded it yet. So they think they can still sell it for top dollar because there's not an alternative. Whereas the ones that already have 4K upgrades are like, okay, well, we have to lower this because obviously our 4K is more in demand. I get what they're doing. But it's shitty. Return to Salem's Lot, guys. I can't quit yawning. I'm sorry, guys. $15.99 for that. Urban Legends, the final cut. Is it the second one? I think that's the second one. I've never seen the second one. I've seen the third one, but I haven't seen the second one. Single white female, like I would want that, but that's like just a regular plain Blu-ray for $17. It does have new interviews and stuff. Yeah, this is a great movie though. I watched it on DVD because I've got it on DVD recently. Serial Mom, I kinda want that one. Shelly, Silver Bullets. See, Witchboard I got off Amazon for 10 bucks. Who did the first Contracted movie? I actually watched that on Netflix when it first came out. Or not first came out, but, like, probably 2014, 2015, I watched that. And I didn't know they did a Contracted 2 until very recently. Um, but apparently that's probably not very good because it's $4. They're, like, practically giving that away. Terror in the Isles, I would want. Yeah, I don't know. What do you all think of this sale? What's your give me your honest opinion. There's some good, there's some bad, you know. But overall, it's overpriced. You know, a lot of this shit. It just is. Because a lot of this stuff you can find on Amazon for not much more than what this is right here. Normally, you know, let's be honest. This stuff goes on sale all the time. Riddick. I mean, this kind of pisses me off. The fact that they still got the book and the slipcover, and I paid $65 for this last year. Now it's 49, but you know, what did I need the book for anyway? But I got it. Raising Cain, that's a pretty solid De Palma flick. I watched that last year, I think. I enjoyed it, but still 17.99. Dead Ringer, I saw that years ago on streaming and I did not like it at all. So I don't know if I need to own that. Company of Wolves, that's a decent price, 20.99. I wonder if because this is showing a slipcover. This is like a 3-year-old title. I wonder if it shows it with a slip, does it have it or not? And without it, it doesn't. Are they actually doing that accurately? I mean, I don't. It doesn't feel like they would be because Alone in the Dark still got a slip. I would think that'd be gone. Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead was a great 4K too. It wasn't like the other ones that were coming out around that time. I didn't think it was that great of a 4K compared to like the Burning and Night of the Comet, Night of the Demons, but it was good. Last Voyage of the Demeter. Oh, the Elvira set's on here. I wonder if you still get the hard box for that. I never got that when it came out. Alligator's great is a great release just for the Bryan Cranston interview that's like 40 minutes long. It's a freaking fantastic interview. But the Green Inferno, like that's 16 bucks. I got that for $8 off of Amazon just this year. Like it was a sale. And I think I still got the slipcover with it too. Pet Cemetery 2 for $14.99. The Strangers 4K. Oh, The Devil's Candy. I didn't think that had a because I did a video recently. I thought it was still on DVD, but it does have a Blu-ray. A lot of people were telling me, and it does. So maybe I need to get that. Is there actual like interviews? I think yeah, it's bare bones. It doesn't have any interviews or anything. So that kind of sucks. Oh my god, guys, they got Bubba Hotep. Bubba Hotep for 20 bucks. It's so worth it. You guys know how I love Bubba Hotep. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my absolute favorites. Rabid, we just got a 4K announcement. See, Return of the Living Dead 2, I need that, but that's one that I feel like they'll upgrade to 4K, 1, and 2, it's $18 in the sale on Blu-ray. Class of 1984 is a really good movie. I enjoyed that a lot. So 10.99 is totally a fair price for that. Night of the Demons 2 is $20, really? Yeah, Bad Moon, I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab that. Um, The Pack. Is there any other recommendations for Blu-rays? I still need Little Nicky. I never got Little Nicky. Should I get Little Nicky? I got The Crush. I kinda want the Island of Dr. Monroe, but not that much. Not for $21. Jack's Back for $10. Yeah, I know why I don't have some of these now, because it's like Behind the Mask, like, some of these I would want, but it's like $18, and I'm pretty sure in every sale they're that much. So maybe I just need to break down and get them. I don't know. The Midnight Man I've seen, it's not a very good movie. The Editor I need to watch, I've had that one for a long time. They even got DVDs in this sale, guys. The Halloween 3 DVD for $7.99. Nightmare. Oh, Man's Best Friend I need. I remember see, I didn't watch Cujo when I was a kid, but I watched Man's Best Friend. So I do kinda want that one. I do kinda want that one. The Shining I wanted too, but that's still too far out of my price range. It's cheaper than it was when it came out. It was like $30, but Bones with Snoop Dogg. See, Thinner is still 20. I bought Thinner at like $25, I think. It's $23 in the sale. Are you kidding me? Yes, this is gonna be me just bitching about the sale the whole time. This sale kinda sucks though. Dr. Giggles. I do need Dr. Giggles. I do need The Ghost in the Darkness too. The Howling 3. Yeah, I might just have to break down and spend a little bit more to get some of these. Because I want Hell Night too with Linda Blair. Shit. Willard. Yeah, they got a lot of DVDs on here. Some of these I got recently though, guys, on Amazon for the same price, if not cheaper, like Saturn 3, Zombie High. All right, we're almost done. We're getting to the bottom of the barrel now. The Mole People. Well, hell yeah. Hell yeah. When a Stranger Calls Back. Shit. Oh, Bless the Childs. I need to get that. $15. My Demon Lover, I also needed that, but still $20 for that? Hell no. All right, that's it, guys. Let me make myself a little bigger. Uh, okay, so they're doing the Whole Bloody Affair in the theaters. Very cool. Hopefully, they do a physical release of that. And Cat People, I wasn't a massive fan. Now, if you've already seen it and you love it, cool. I didn't. I didn't love Cat People, but Invictus loved it. So, and he's a man of taste, or a woman, maybe. Sweets. I haven't seen Uncle Peckerhead. No, I haven't, Shaw. I totally get that. I mean, I watched the director's cut. I wish I would have watched the theatrical cut just because I like to have the context. And I don't feel like I got enough context with the director's cut. But I feel like there was something there. I do want to revisit it at some point. So for sure, I'm keeping it. But it's a great edition. It looks great on 4K. It's got a documentary. It's a fantastic release, but I get it not being for you. Normal people, like, they'll sell off stuff that they are not fans of, whereas I'll keep titles like Bubba Hotep and Happiness in the collection, even though I hated them. Uh, oh, sweet. Yeah, I mean, that's totally worth it for those if you're wanting to get those. I will say if you're planning on getting Halloween 3 on Blu-ray, probably a good Blu-ray, the 4K of that was freaking excellent. Yeah, I kinda want that fog bundle. That's a pretty good price to get that Barbeau NECA. Shit. No, that's sold out immediately. Oh, that's a tough one, man. Shit. Um, damn, I can't pick. Are you kidding me? Kurt Russell or Kevin Costner? Ah, I I don't know. I don't feel like there's a right answer to that. I might say Kurt Russell edges Kevin just a little bit because I feel like Kurt Russell can do, like, literally anything, all genres. Not that Kevin can't, but Kevin's got a very specific way of performing, whereas I think Kurt Russell's got a little bit more range, in him. But, I mean, talk about 2 actors from my childhood. I mean, Kevin Costner is in some of my favorite movies I watched as a kid, and my wife and I recently got into Yellowstone, so I still enjoy him now as an adult. So, Kurt Russell doesn't do as much nowadays outside of, like, the Christmas Chronicles movies. Um, so I feel like Kevin's got a little bit more longevity. Plus, I really respect Kevin and what he did with the Horizon films, even though it feels like those are never get completed now. Because I like the first Horizon movie, and I was kind of looking forward to the second one. So yeah, as far as like acting, Kurt Russell, I think. Um, but career longevity and remaining relevance, I guess Kevin Costner, I would give it to. That's tough though. Shit. That Creepshow Steelbook, yeah. Oh, did I miss all the Vinegar Syndrome talk? I think I did. Dracula 3D is your favorite Dario Argento? Holy shit. Um, I've only seen the Synops version, but it's a great I don't think you can go wrong with either. I also think it's the same, transfer as well. Um, King of the Gypsies has Brooke Shields in it, holy shit. I got Touch because that was early. I just haven't watched it. Alright, let me get back. Oh, Dell's a fan of cat people. Slither's the best gun film. No, the Bava set's not on sale. It's not on sale. I've never seen the remake. Ah, okay. I got you. Yeah, Humanoids was I got a review for that on the channel. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Spawn's on the way to me right now, so I'm hoping to get it soon. Also, I did watch End of Days the other night, so I do have a review for that. I'm planning hopefully before next Tuesday. That's a good idea, Jasper. It's good to have a plan, you know. Oh, I'm gonna get this specific type of movie or these specific releases. It's good to have a plan for sure. Because if you don't have a plan, you're just sporadically getting a bunch of random shit and you end up spending way too much money. I agree. I think it could have been better. I like the movie, but it could have been better for sure. You know. Yeah, I can see that. You know, the first time I watched it, I liked it. But since I've rewatched it since, I don't know, it's definitely grown on me. It's just a kind of a fun teen. It's kind of a teen movie. It's like a teen comedy in a post-apocalyptic world. I mean, I don't really watch it as like a horror movie, but it kind of has those parts too. Oh, thank you, Dominic, for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate that. You didn't even say anything, but I appreciate the $5. Thank you for the support. Let me give you a little super clip for your trouble.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Just in case I don't see you again for the rest of the night. I hear way too many people with that opinion, and I disagree hardcore, but I respect your opinion. Okay. I might have to get Sleepwalkers. I've had so many people recommend that to me over the years. It's crazy. Tanya. No, it's not a 4K. It's just a Blu-ray 2 that Arrow's doing. Jasper playing 9. Thank you so much, man. 9.99. And you asked, what did I miss in the first hour? You didn't miss much, man. We just got into the Vinegar Syndrome stuff and the Shocktober sale in the second hour. So the stuff that I got titled on the thumbnail, we didn't get to until the second hour. In the first hour, I just went over the chat. I talked about my multiple video flub from yesterday where I accidentally let 6 videos upload at the same time or go live at the same time. We talked about the Nightmare Steelbook scratch. You know, if you weren't here for that, I gave away a couple digital codes. I said I was going to give away the Nightmare set digital code. I can't remember. It was a bunch of random stuff. So you didn't miss much. The meat of the show is now. You're in it. Thank you for the $9.99 though. I appreciate it. Let me give you a super clip for that. Max says thank you, and I say thank you, Jasper. Yeah. I try not to get hung up on that anymore. It's like I'm sure the Blu-ray's fine for like a movie like Serial Mom, right? Like, yeah, 4K could come, but I'll be fine if I've got Serial Mom on just Blu-ray, you know. I'm trying to get to a place where I don't get so hung up on what could happen. I just try to focus on what is now, and then I'll get to that later, you know. I don't know. But there are certain titles that I won't get just because it's like I know this is getting a damn 4K, but there's a lot of stuff you don't know if it's getting a 4K. And in a lot of cases, it's going to have all the same features, so that's really all I care about. Like, am I going to have all the special features and stuff preserved? Oh, I love Urban Legend. Urban Legend is one of my favorite '90s horror movies. Favorite Scream knockoff for sure. Oh yeah, I mean, you know how I am. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I've got this year I haven't watched yet. Yeah, I like Urban Legend a lot. Someone's in the back seat. Oh shit. Yeah, like I said, it's always good to support the labels that are initiating the sales, right? Even though you could argue because Amazon started putting all this stuff on sale last night, it was almost like they knew it was going to happen. You could argue they initiated the Shocktober sale uh, today, unless it started last night. Because I was kind of wondering why so many Scream Factory titles went on sale, and I was gonna try to link some stuff, but I just didn't have the time. I may try to do it tomorrow in case you guys want to use Amazon. I can post some links to make it easier on you. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'm that way too. I just sometimes it's just especially if you're just getting a couple titles, it's like then you don't have to spend 85 or whatever, 75 to get free shipping and all that shit. So, yeah, Raising Cane's okay. Not my favorite De Palma, but I I like John Lithgow, so I enjoyed his performance and certain things about it. It gets a little weird with the ending, but so do a lot of Brian De Palma films. But it's not his best. It's not his best. What's up, Garrett? How you doing, buddy? I've had Raising Cane's. Like we have one of those down here. I think we've ate it one time, and I actually wasn't a fan. I thought the chicken was kind of mid. You know, the kids say mid nowadays, right? Um, I thought it was a little mid, if I'm being honest. Little mid-level chicken. That's my new channel coming in 2026. I just thought Dead Ringers was boring as hell. I did not like it at all. At all. Okay. Yeah, I might have to get that at some point. Women in prison flicks. That's a genre I need to explore more. I did see there was a women in prison movie in the V Cinema Japanese box set from Arrow Video that I watched, and I guess you would classify it in that genre. I forget the name of it. I think it was called like damn, what was it called? Anyway, there was one of those in that box, and it was actually a really good movie. I enjoyed it. Japanese film. Um, I had 3 movies left in that box set to watch, and I was gonna review the box set, and I haven't finished it because I got sidetracked. Yeah, I'm hoping, I'd have to click on that to see. See, Michelle says Dead Ringer is one of her favorite Cronenberg flicks. Maybe I was in the wrong frame of mind. Maybe it's one I need to revisit, and it'll hit me a different way. Sometimes that happens. Oh, I mean, I Arrow's sales suck too, and believe me, like I did a video on the what was the sale they did over the summer? I think the Camp Arrow sale, and I did a video on that. And it was I had said in the title, "This is the worst like Blu-ray 4K sale I've ever seen." It was so bad. I think there was like maybe 2 really solid deals in that whole thing. So yeah, in comparison to Arrow, this Screen Factory sale is a lot better than that. But their sales always suck. Like, I've never seen an Arrow sale that blew me away or even remotely compelled me to, buy a bunch of stuff, The best sales are Kino. I mean, we can all agree on that, but yeah, the Arrow sales always suck. Always suck. Pet Cemetery 2 is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I like it. Not as good as, the first one. The first one's like an all-time classic to me, but what did it have? Was there new features? I didn't see any. I didn't see any. Yeah, I do need to get Darkman too. I've got it on DVD, but not Blu-ray. Yeah, I think I've heard you talk about that before, Garrett. So yeah, I might have to grab that. I might just grab it off of Amazon along with Serpent and the Rainbow or something else. Just to throw another $27 out there. Box sets are the way. Did I say I said it wrong again, didn't I? I always say it wrong. Little Nicky's freaking awesome. I love Little Nicky. I've always I saw that movie in the theaters back in 2001. And I was like, what is this? I don't know what this is, but I love it. Freaking pineapples getting shoved up Hitler's ass, and you got Rodney Dangerfield down in hell. It it's a fun ass movie. And it still has a line that I quote to this day on a pretty regular basis. I don't even know if I want to say it right now. But I think about it often. I don't know why, I've definitely said it to my wife more than a few times. Should I say it? I don't know if I should say it. Can I put my winky in your kitchen sinky? That's the best line in that whole movie. Oh my god. Yeah, some of them are good, but it's like shit. Yeah, I need Man's that might be the one to get. If that's on Amazon, I might get Man's Best Friend and Bad Moon just to kinda, have the dog the dog connection, the dog package. I've always loved Thinner. I watched that when it came out back in the day. I watched it all the time on VHS, and that's always been one of my favorites. And I watched it last year because of the Arrow Blu-ray, and I still enjoyed it. Yeah, Tenacious D. I never got that one. They've done so many random Blu-rays over the years. It's hard to keep up with all that stuff. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I mean, you got Lance Henriksen in it, so Dreamscape I really enjoyed. I think I reviewed that on the channel years ago. This was probably 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago on the channel. I reviewed that Blu-ray. 10 to Midnight's just got a 4K announcement from Kino, so I'll wait for the 4K to watch that one. Extraterrestrial, I don't remember seeing that in there. Yeah, I remember liking Dreamscape a lot. The interesting thing about Dreamscape is they actually used, the snake creature in that movie. They put that in the Nightmare on Elm Street poster. Like, the artist did it, just kinda added it in there as like a little, I guess, as a little tribute, I guess, to Nightmare on I mean, both the movies came out, like, within 2 months of each other. I think Dreamscape actually came out first, and then Nightmare came out, and they put the little snake from Dreamscape, up the top. I mean, you can see it, like, clear as day if you actually, like, look at your VHS cover or the poster cover, and that's really cool. So, because both are deal with going in dreams and all that stuff. But yeah, Dreamscape's really good. Yeah, yeah, it might be one I need to rewatch. That and Dead Ringers. Maybe he'll have more feet in the whole bloody affair. Maybe it's just more feet shots. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I might hold off on that. I'm unfiltered tonight, Michelle. What do you want me to say? People say stuff like Dark City is like The Matrix, and that's not really fair. Did I say that when I reviewed it? There's definitely comparisons you can draw, but tonally they're completely different. Like the vibes are completely different. I mean, Dark City's more of a like an old school, like 30s, 40s noir film with a sci-fi influence. So, but you can definitely draw some comparisons there for sure. Everybody's saying Russell, Russell. I get it, but there's just something about Costner that's very nostalgic for me. I can't quite I'm struggling to remember the first Kurt Russell movie I watched. But the first Kevin Costner movie I watched was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and I rewatched that film like probably 50 times when I was 5 or 6. Like I love that movie. I watched it over and over again. And then Waterworld I watched all the time. The Postman, like there was just a collection of Costner movies I really loved when I was younger. And I'm trying to think like what was the first Kurt Russell movie I watched? I have to figure that out because I really don't know. Oh, it might have been Overboard. It might have been Overboard. Um, but I feel like there was another one. Because I mean, I didn't grow up with the Carpenter movies. I didn't see Escape from New York or Big Trouble until I was a teenager. Maybe later than that. And The Thing I didn't see until I was like 13 or 14. I feel like there's maybe a kids movie of some type that I saw early on with him in it. I just can't think. Let's see. Hey, Kevin Costner's the man, you know. Did we get another super chat from Mike? Any favorite Radiance styles this year, Ken? Top 2. Mike, I can't give you a top. I don't think I've watched a Radiance style this year. I don't think. I feel like I might have watched one. Or maybe that was last year I watched. I need to make a better effort with Radiance. I do. Also Cult Epics, so they'll quit spamming my comment section and calling me out. I have to. There's a lot to watch, guys. I don't have very much time. I try. I put forth the efforts. Thank you, Mike, for the $2.
It stinks! Someplace stinks!
It does. I don't know why. I just felt like playing Rocky. Oh, does. I agree. Don't get me wrong. Exorcist 3 is a not great, really good, kind of psychological, supernatural thriller. Kind of like a David Fincher movie, before David Fincher. It's a good movie, and it's got a great performance by George C. Scott. But The Exorcist is like literally one of the most iconic horror films of all time. And it holds up beautifully. And it's just a great movie. And it never gets old. And it only gets scarier as I get older. And it's just an all-time classic that like revolutionized or changed horror forever. So the impact that movie has alone like just puts it head and shoulders above Exorcist 3. So I'll never get The Exorcist 3 is better. But I mean, again, it's all subjective, right? It's just your opinion. If you think it's better, you think it's better. But I do think it's a case of, well, I've just seen The Exorcist so many times, I know what to expect. And Exorcist 3 is kind of the new hot, fresh thing that I discovered because it wasn't really big when it came out. And now I'm going to say it's better than the original. And it's not. It's not. I put Resurrected in the cart, because it was I feel like it was down to like 1,000 or something, but I took it out because it was like $45. I was like, I can't do this. So I took it out. I'll probably regret it because the slip will sell out. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't think about that. Okay, so that's why Amazon initiated it. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I feel like I did join the mailing list, so maybe I got it. Oh, that's true. You get the points, but don't you have to spend like $800 to get $2 $2 off or something? It's definitely not as good as the Criterion site. I got $50 to spend whenever they do the flash sale. I'm jumping on it. I'm spending that $50 certificate I got back in March or something. Yeah, I heard about Edward Scissorhands. I'm gonna wait till Monday to talk about it. We are gonna talk about something else tonight, though. No, no, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I done got way behind in the chat again. Elvira comes in a soft box, but once you put the disc in, it turns hard. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh, people are telling me to check out the hand. I haven't seen those. I need to. Are they kind of like the Hell House films? I bought the Criterion 4K. I haven't watched it yet. I bought that in like the sale. Yeah, they shipped my steelbook in a box too. It was incredible. Oh hell, what was that? I haven't even gotten into the prices yet. We're gonna talk about it though. I saw the first In Search of Darkness, but I have not seen the 2 sequels. So, but I love the first one. I watched it back in 2020 on Shudder, and I sat there for the whole 4 hours. I thought it was great. I gotta look at Kurt Russell's filmography because this is gonna bug the shit out of me. I have to identify the first movie I saw Kurt Russell in. Oh shit, you know what it probably was? Escape from LA. I think it was Escape from LA. I remember seeing that at the drive-in. Oh, it was probably Backdraft, Overboard. Backdraft or Overboard or Stargate. That could have been Executive Decision, could have been one of them too. Escape from LA. Backdraft was probably it. I remember watching that quite a bit. So that could have been it because that came out in 91. Um Yeah, it was probably Backdraft. Probably Backdraft. Costner was lucky to revive his career at points. It took a poop with Waterworld and Postman. I mean, I love them both. So, but I'm still discovering like great Kurt Russell movies. All right, guys, let's dive into this. Let's do the Dogma set. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about the Dogma set. Cause this is crazy. Umbrella dropping bombs. All right. Yeah, some of their 4Ks are amazing. Night 147. They do a great job on their 4K. So I absolutely, if you are willing to shell out the extra money to get the 4Ks, Screen Factory more often than not does a great job on their 4Ks, and they are really solid upgrades over the Blu-rays. So 100%. Because a lot of those Blu-ray Screen Factory they did them way back in like 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. And they weren't really putting a lot of effort into those scans. Like their focus was, let's get them out on Blu-ray. Let's add a bunch of cool special features. They weren't worried. It doesn't feel like they were worried as much about picture quality. Now they've actually got that pretty nailed down as far as like how to do the restoration process for the 4Ks, and they look magnificent. But a lot of those early Screen Factory Blu-rays don't look great. All right. Who's excited for Bambi the Reckoning? Oh my goodness. Dogma, guys. Oh my God, let's get into this. Let's get into it. We got the End is Nigh Dogma 4K and Blu-ray t-shirt collector's bundle for $135. You can also get the Profit Pack Dogma 1999 merch bundle with what is that? A cup, a hat, and a shirt for $81. Hold on now. What the hell? Is that it? Dogma Buddy Christ t-shirt. You got the Mubi hat. Oh, that's a candle. That's a prayer candle. Okay. Or you can get the Dogma 1999 4K and Blu-ray collector's edition, which is most people will probably get this. I mean, this looks amazing, guys. Buddy Christ right there. Oh, this looks like a see-through slip cover. Looks like a transparent slip cover. Kind of like the Lionsgate ones. That's kind of cool. Then you got the 4K, you got another slip cover inside the box set. I mean, this looks great. Cards, 2 discs, posters. I mean, I love Dogma. It's been way too long since I've seen it. It's probably been over 10 years, and we just haven't had a good edition of this. I used to have the Bible DVD set, the Bible case. I gave it away when I gave all my DVDs away, so I didn't own this movie for the longest time because it wasn't available on Blu-ray unless you wanted to pay $200 for it. So it's just been a while, and they took it off streaming, so it's like I just haven't had access to this movie in a long time, at least 10 years. And it'll be nice to get to rewatch this because this was always one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies. But this thing's got a 100-page hardback book featuring new essays, custom designed Buddy Christ rigid case, custom illustrated slipcase by Lucas Peverell, clear stained glass plastic slip over rigid case, 8 art cards featuring original Dogma art, A3 reversible poster, limited edition, numbered release. All right. What's the extras here? Do they got them? Holy shit. I'm cussing way too much tonight. New audio commentary. New scenes from the apocalypse on the set of Dogma. New unreleased 2006 PSP introduction. Oh my gosh, they got the PSP introduction by Kevin Smith. New 25th anniversary screening Q&A with Kevin Smith. New 2025 interview with writer-director Kevin Smith. New 2025 interview with actor Jason Mewes. New 2025 interview with makeup and effects designer Vincent Gustini. New Dave Lee on the View Askew Skewniverse after Dogma. New over 60 minutes of Dogma original silent dailies footage presented with the Dogma original score. New Judge Not in Defense of Dogma documentary. Oh my, that's a documentary? New Judge Not in Defense of Dogma documentary. Holy shit, guys. This thing is stacked. I wonder what they're going to have on the Lionsgate limited release. Like, is it going to be all new features? Crap, guys. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to share features with Lionsgate Limited. I'm blown away. This is incredible. What do you guys think of this? Then you got the standard version too, if you just want to get the slip cover. It's going to have all the same features and stuff, guys. You're just not going to have all the extra cardboard, which is fine. That's $41. And that version will probably be available on Diabolic, but the rest of these I think, are exclusive to Umbrella. I didn't dive into this edition over here. So this, you got a t-shirt, you got a booklet. Oh, you got a toboggan with Snoogans on it. Or beanie or whatever you call it. Does this have 2 shirts? No, it's the front and the back. Shit. Great stuff, guys. Yeah, man, I think this movie's gonna freaking rock the house in 4K too. It's gonna look crazy good. I know it. You can get all this stuff individually too. You can get the shirts, the hat, the prayer candle, enamel pin collection. You can just get that by itself. And the Snoogans beanie for $27. Yeah, what do you guys think about the Dogma set? Holy crap. Looks freaking amazing. Let me know. All right. Let me take this down. We got some nightmare business to dive into. Let me get into y'all's comments real quick. Yeah, he did do Disney films. Oh, I talked about that in a video this week, Christian. I did or it was actually yesterday. I did the Screen Factory December announcements. It is what it is. I think they're way overpriced. That's my only problem. I don't really care that they're doing it. I think it's kind of boring. They're not doing like anything new. They're just re-releasing all this stuff. It's not that they're like, this is different from just upgrading Blu-rays to 4K. This is just upgrading 4Ks to Steelbook, which is the era we're living in now. We're in the re-release era. You know, the 4K Steelbook re-release era, whatever you want to call it. And it does that kind of becomes a little bit tedious, you know, a little bit redundant, just doing that over and over again. But look, there may be people that never got those 4Ks. They're Steelbook collectors. They want to get them now because they got nice Steelbooks, and I get it. You know, I just wish they would also do some newer titles alongside of it. But that's just where Screen Factory, like I said, I've said this before. Their new stuff is coming through Shout. All the new exciting stuff is coming through Shout, the Hong Kong Cinema Classics. They're focused on that. They don't give a crap about these horror films anymore. That's why they're just re-releasing all the same horror films they've already done. I don't feel like they're going out of their way anymore to license a bunch of horror films because, for one, it's getting very competitive out there. There's a lot of other labels doing horror stuff. And they're just not, I don't think they're willing to compete in that market, in that area anymore, like they were 5-10 years ago. So that's a big factor. And I just think that they see more potential for their future in doing the Hong Kong stuff, which seems like they're off to a good start, you know, some of the stuff that they've been announcing. So I could see Screen Factory really like just starting to peter out and dwindle in the next 2 years. And I don't feel like we'll be getting much of anything from them in as far as like new announcements in a couple of years from now. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they could come back strong and just knock our socks off. But I think that they just kind of gave up. And they're like, we're just gonna let Vinegar Syndrome handle it, Arrow Video, and we're just gonna bow out. And all the other boutique labels, Synops, Blue Underground, TerrorVision. I mean, there's a lot of people in the game now doing the horror films from the boutique labels. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be a great steelbook too. Probably can't go wrong. Probably can't go wrong. Oh yeah, you have to. You have to love a company like that. Oh, it's 28 years on Netflix now? Probably because it's a Sony film. Yeah, I saw that in the theaters. I liked it. Not enough to own it, at least not right away. Maybe I'll get it at some point, but I don't even have 28 days later. No, I've got 28 days later on Blu-ray, not weeks. I don't have weeks on Blu-ray. Thank you, Jordo. I appreciate that, ma'am. I appreciate that. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Like if it was like 32, 33, like they used to price their steelbooks, I may have been tempted to get it. And I've already got it. I've already got that 4K. I reviewed it on the channel. It's a great 4K. But I really don't need another copy of it. And especially not for $45. Like if I'm gonna spend that kind of money on steelbooks, I'd get the Halloween steelbooks, but I just can't do it. It's too much. It's just too much. But all right, guys, I'm sure you guys are waiting. If you're still in here, we're going to be doing a giveaway for the digital code of A Nightmare on Elm Street. But it's not going to be as easy as me just flashing it. Okay. Here's the rules. I'm going to ask What am I going to ask? I'm going to ask a series of questions. Okay. The first 3 to answer these questions, their names will go on a list. I'm making this up as I go. Can you tell? I'm going to write their names down. All right. I'm going to do 3 questions. So at the end, I'll have 9 names. And then I'm going to ask a final question. And the first one of those 9 people that won the first rounds will win the digital code. But this will go off the rails. You're right. But you have to, I wish I had a pen. You have got to have an Instagram or you have to have an X account to compete, because I have no other way to contact you or send you this digital code. Don't do it through email. There are people out there that email me, and I do get those emails. But it's way too tough, and I may miss it. It's just a lot easier if you message me on Instagram or X, and I can check the messages, and then just take a picture of the code and send it to you. So you have to have an Instagram account or you have to have an X account. If you don't, you might as well not even do this, because I won't be able to send it to you if you can't contact me that way. All right. I wish there was some kind of thing where I could send it to you on YouTube, but I can't. All right. So here's the first question. All right. Who plays the character? Or here, let's do this. Name just one of the actresses that play Kristen in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4. It's 2 different actresses that play the same character. All you have to do is name one. Just one. And I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Travis, I need the full name. I need the full name. So the ones who won are Roberts, Kirkpatrick, Aaron Click, and Shad Kanyak. All right, so you 3 that won, you can play in the next round, but you don't have to. You don't have to. I will disregard your answers, though. They won't count. And if you're all 3 in the top 3 the next time, they won't count. The ones below you will count. All right, so the next question, name the director of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Name the director of Friday the 13th Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Everybody's having to look up on IMDb. Come on, guys. All right, so Aaron, you were the first one. Yours does not count this time. Dylan, Kibagami, and Jordo. You guys are the winners. Jordo. And also, Aaron, you were not very confident in your answer. Jack Shoulder? Dylan, you son of a bitch. And we're going to say Kiba. All right. So same as the first 2. Okay. The first 6 on this list that have won, You guys can still play, but I'm not counting your answers. All right. Okay, Jordo. Well, I'll just pick who is. Thank you for letting me know. I'll pick Patrick. Patrick Williams was under you. All right. No, you're fine, Jordo. Okay. What do I want to ask next? Let me look up some. I'm going to cheat because I want these questions to be hard. Actually, no, I'll throw I'll throw an easier question. And then the last question will be hard. How about that? Not super easy, but let's see. How many of the Nightmare on Elm Street films does Heather Langenkamp star in? How many of the Nightmare on Elm Street films does Heather Langenkamp star in? All right, we got we so it hid this comment, but somebody said, so I'll take the Sweezy said I'll take the I can't say it. I'll take therapist for 200. He's of course doing the Sean Connery Jeopardy from Saturday Night Live. That's so funny. Travis Brown, Metal Horror Fanatic, and Image Alley. Travis Brown, Metal Horror Fanatic, and Image Alley. All right, so this is very important, guys. I need you guys to help me. This last question, only the 9, okay, can answer. So the 9 people that have won, Shad K, Robert K, Aaron Click, Patrick W, Dylan, Kibagami, Travis Brown, Metal Horror, and Image Alley. You are the only 9 that can play. Okay? The only 9 that can play. And I'm going to look up a question. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one right away. In which of the Nightmare movies? Oh, hold on now. Oh, this is like multiple choice. What is this? I can't do that. Oh, some of these are really hard. Some of these are really easy. Oh, this is a pretty obscure one. This is if you're a new Nightmare fan, this one may be pretty easy. But if you haven't seen New Nightmare too much. In New Nightmare, which song did Chase Porter sing to stay awake? Chase Porter is Heather Langenkamp's husband. in the movie? In New Nightmare, which song did Chase Porter sing to stay awake? It's not the official name of the song, Robert, but I will take it. I'll take it. Now, hold on now. Sorry, Robert. I'm not. I screwed up. I was thinking I was going to get the top 3, but this I was going to give it to the only person that answered correctly. All right, I'm sorry. I'm throwing that out. I'm throwing that out because you didn't answer it correctly, and then somebody else did answer it correctly. But I said that you would get it. I can't do it like that. All right, let me do something else. Let me do another question. I'm sorry. I apologize for the confusion. I thought I was getting the top 3, but so the first person to answer is the one that's going to win. All right, here's another New Nightmare question. What is Dylan's babysitter's name? What is Dylan's babysitter's name? All right, Robert, you got it. I think. Yes, you did. Robert Kirkpatrick is the winner. All right, Robert, you got to message me on Instagram or X, okay? You got to message me on Instagram or X within the next 2 days. All right? If you don't do it in 2 days, it goes back in the pile and I give it away again. And the next time I give it away, it's just going to be me flashing it on the screen. All right? So reach out to me if you want them. You going to reach out right now? Okay, cool. I'll give it to you. I'll send it to you right after the stream because if I don't, I'll forget. And then you'll be hitting me up in like 5 days. Ken, where's my code? Oh shit, man, I'll get it to you. All right, guys. That's it. That's all I got. Yes, I'm threatening to flash you guys tonight. I appreciate you all joining me. We've been going live for 2.5 hours. Oh shit, it's my birthday. Wow. I went live all the way to my birthday. Imagine that. Crazy. I'm not officially 40 yet though. I'm not 40 until I think like 9:45 a.m. So I still got 9 hours and 45 minutes in my 30s. All right. So I'll spend most of that asleep though. But thank you all for joining tonight. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Comments after the stream, that always helps out the algorithm, all that stuff. I would appreciate that. And we will see you guys later. Oh, tomorrow, guys, real quick. I got my most anticipated October coming. Like I said, end of days 4K review will be coming soon. I got my room reorganization video coming soon. And then all the videos you saw yesterday, those will be coming back within the next week or so. So thank you all again for joining me tonight. And I'll see you next time.